Nothing. Okay. So yeah, just try to check with the things and as well as the particular portal that I have helped you. I mean that I have provided to you. That I mean Sparks by examples.com. So for that one, just check it, and there are a variety of actions and variety of usage. So actually, we are just doing the coding part at the U. I mean in this portion, and we are applying the same thing while running the jobs in a particular cluster. It's doing just I mean, it's partitioning the entire stubs into small blocks, and the same thing is being computed, which is distributed in manner. So this is the main thing. So everything is getting distributed, which is causing a, I mean, time efficient big data processing. Okay, fine. So today we'll be just going ahead with the data frame. Data frame, it's almost same. Data frame is one of the data structure on top of Spark or PySpark, and it's the, I mean, recent data frame and data set. The only difference between data frame and data set, while creating the data frame, we are not declaring the schema name. The schema name means the columnar structure of the data frame at the beginning. So this is very minimal difference actually. We can use any one of them, data frames or data set. So over here I have just given the example of data frame. If you can quickly remember how we have created Python data frame, it's almost similar. Just the main thing we need to check, yesterday we have created this Spark context. Okay. But while creating data frame, a Spark session needs to be created. So I'm commenting this thing out. Okay. Here is the, I mean, particular line how we are creating a Spark session. This is the particular library we need to import. This package needs to be imported, and I'm creating a new Spark session. The command is, the Spark session name is Spark, that is fine. So the command to create Spark session dot builder dot, okay. So there should be a app name. The master means whether it's a standalone, my local server, or what is the server name. Master means that one. Okay. So here it is. I mean the same thing we are trying to convey. So for Spark context as well, we are mentioning local start. That means our local system itself. Okay. The same thing over here, a bit different in syntax. Okay. And the thing is get or create. I'm creating a new Spark session over here. When Spark session is created, we can go ahead with the creation of the data frame. We are doing nothing. We are declaring another sequence, that is the array. It's a two-dimensional array. Just I'm creating a particular name and age, name and age. These two data. I'm also declaring the column value over here. And at the third point, I'm creating the data frame. Data frame equal, I'm calling this Spark session over here. Spark dot, you can find this is a particular method available, create data frame on top of Spark. Okay. So Spark dot create data frame. I'm calling the parameter, the particular data values, and after that to df the column names. This is a particular variable where we are assigning the column values. So this is the entire syntax. While returning the output over there, we are just using println. Over here, we just can put df dot show. This is the main difference between RDD and data frame. Let me run this. Those are few warnings. Yes. So you can see process finished with exit code 0. 0 means it's completed successfully. And here is the data frames that we require. Okay. It's almost similar how we have created in Python using pandas over there. Only difference is we are creating a Spark session over here, and on top of this Spark session only, we are creating the data frame. That's the difference between what we have learned earlier and what we are learning now as the data frame. But at the back end, everything is distributed in nature. So if you just go through the log will say what are the task nodes and all, how they are preparing the thing, okay, how much time they have taken. All the things are presented over here. Fine. Okay. Now I'm moving. Okay. Any stuck point from Prashanya or Tanuja? Any one of you? Is the things are clear? Actually, I'm not sure whether we are. I mean, we are learning RDD and data frames, so things are clear to you.
Yeah, so these are
Yes.
bit complicated. I need to go.
Yeah.
Okay, both of you. I mean, I was just asking the same thing. Okay, it's a bit complicated, but the data frame. I mean, RDD is a bit tough because it's a old architecture, old data. I mean, data things. But if you can check this code, we are just importing the packages. We are creating an object. Then we are creating a main function. This is the conventional way that must needs to be created. If we are coding not in Spark Shell directly it over here. But if we are just directly coding in Spark Shell, then we just need to pass only these three lines and then df.show it will be helping us with the output. Okay. So what the things we are doing? Just creating an object anything, then a main function inside the object. That's the conventional thing. It's a mandatory thing we need to do. Just you can see this is a curly braces open, and here we are closing this curly brace. Okay. Inside that, the first line of code is this. We are creating a Spark session. So the Spark session name is the name of Spark session is Spark. We can put any name over here, A, B, C, D, anything. It's a variable. It's not a variable. It's a constant term. Okay. In Scala, we haven't learned Scala scripting. How Scala is a different language. So Scala, you can declare the thing as a Spark in this way or variable ABC. It can take any variable value or it can be taking any constant value. So this is the difference between val and var. So especially when we are coding, you can see we are taking val. Val means value. It's a constant term. It's catching a uh, whatever output I'm getting from this thing. It's storing this thing. That's why it's val. Just like Python, we do not have to put anything before a particular data type or particular variable, but we just need to mention whether it's a val or var over here in Scala. It's a Scala, I mean, scripting part. I mean, the language itself, it's same, almost same as like Python, but a bit different, just like for val, var, this kind of stuff. Okay. So, val spark equals spark session. Just I need to declare in this way. Then the same thing. IP is nothing but a particular array. You can see it's a two-dimensional array. I can remove this code. I mean this bracket. Okay. So it's a two-dimensional array. This is the first row I'm just pushing. This is the second row. This is nothing. We have learned the same thing in list. Again, I'm declaring a column set sequence. If we are using PySpark over there, we no need to mention sequence. Just use third bracket or first bracket for tuple and square bracket for list. declaring this way. No need to put ACQ over there. Okay. Now I'm merging both of them and creating this data frame. Where data frame equal this spark is this spark dot create data frame. It's a method. Okay. Over there we have used data frame pd dot data frame. I mean, while using pandas, I mean, creating pandas data frames and all. We learned these things 1 or 2 weeks earlier. So there we have used pd dot data frame. Okay. Then we are passing the main data set, that is IP to df. Then the column set. And here we have to mention in this way columns colon underscore star. I mean, entire column set will be merging over there. Okay. I'm pasting this code. This is very much simple. Just try to check it once. This is called Spark data frame. It's very simple comparing to RDD. RDD is a bit complicated while coding in RDDs. That's why I haven't gone with the advanced stuffs in RDD. For this course, maybe in the next course, I can go ahead with some different methodology to learn it. Okay. Now, one of the most important things, it was not there in pandas. That thing I have also told you in last day. So we have created the data frame. Now we can do one more thing. Let me show you. I'm eliminating this df. So as of now, I can comment this thing out. Okay, I'm just doing another method on top of df. Df create temp view. Okay, or we can put create or replace temp view, anything. Create or replace temp view. I'm just getting and let's pass the entire data frame should be pushing inside a view. View means we have learned view while learning the database component called view. Okay, it's similar kind of the property of the view is similar kind of a table. Let's declare suppose table 1. I think we need to put double quotes. Give me 1 second. Okay, yes, it's automatically coming view name. In code, I just put table 1. So what I'm doing, I'm just creating a view which will capture data frames value. Here it's possible. Inside this part, we can create a table. Now, if we want to do any manipulation on top of data frames, we do not have to go ahead with data frames own property. Okay, let me show you. As we have created data frames, we can do lots of stuff on top of data frames. We can join between multiple data frames. We can uh, do the aggregation function on top of data frame. It's similar. Let me show you by the same example, Spark by example. I'm not going through this thing again and again because I mean, we have already learned this kind of data frames functionality while learning Pythons. Here, the syntaxing thing is a bit different. That is why I'm just going through this portal. If we just go down, lots of advertisement is there. Okay, Spark SQL function, Spark SQL create data frame is this, and after that data frame, those are data frames, different transformations. Okay, so they're creating the data frames over here. Okay, data frames. I mean, Spark dot create data frame, and they're creating the data frame. Nothing, but they're creating these data frames. Okay, now Yes. So this is how they're doing the filtering operation. This is how we can create filter on top of the data frame. I mean, we can filter some data out. df.where. So the state equals this and gender equals this. This is how we can do filtering part. We can slice the data frames as well. So we can aggregate the data frames as well. All the things what we have learned in pandas data frame, all the operations we can do over here, but a bit syntactical difference. We can just like where I mean this is the filtering operation. This is slicing operation, column rename operation, drop a column operation, distinct operation, group by operation, join operation. We learned everything there in Python. So those are a bit syntactical difference. Pivot, unpivot, union, cache, persist. So you can just have a quick look just for syntactical things. But the more important things over here, if we do not recall how to do all this syntax over here, and if we are quite aware about the SQL stuffs, then whatever data frames we are creating over here, we can convert them into temporary view. Just like over here, table 1, or I can create view 1. Okay, so my data frame has been inserted inside that view. Okay, now whatever manipulation we require, I can do with the SQL query on top of this view. So this is the one of the most important thing from the data frame. We can go ahead inside the Spark SQL. Okay, so suppose I'm creating another data frame. Well, df2. Okay, df2 is taking data from this view. How to do that? Put a spark dot SQL. Inside that, just put select star from view 1. So this is called Spark SQL. Okay, I'm just doing a select query. Let me print the result. In df, I'm just printing df2 result. Okay, so df2 is returning the same result. Okay, suppose I do not know how to filter on top of data frames. So I know how to filter on top of SQL query, but I do not know how to filter on top of data frames. So I created this view on top of this data frame. Now let me filter where age equal or age greater than 40. Okay, so I'm creating this data frame with this select query. Just I'm filtering out the age below 30. The main data frame will consist age greater than 40. I'm running it again. Yes, you can see one of the row has been eliminated. That means this is one of the important things just I'm trying to mention. So I'm getting a SQL interface as well while creating the data frame. On top of data frame, I have created a view, and when my view is ready, I can go ahead the SQL kind of stuffs over here. So just I need to convert everything in view with this command. If I'm not quite aware how to do data frames filtering part, joining part, or any other thing, because SQL is a bit easy to use over here. Okay. Suppose multiple views I have inserted. I do not know how to do joints on top of data frames. The syntax is a bit tough for my side. So I can quickly convert everything over here, the different thing. And I'm creating a data frame with a resultant data frame and do lots of things over here in select query because we are quite efficient with SQL. We know how to join between two tables. We know how to do various operations on top of tables and all. So we can put queries over here and the output should be saved in a new data frame. Okay. Okay, the things are understandable. This thing,
Yes, yes, Satvik.
Tanuja, is this fine? The concept
Yeah.
is fine. Concept is very simple. The data frame is very simple. Just this feature is new for us. And this is
Mm-hmm.
very important as well. Yeah, tell me.
Nothing.
Okay. So just have a homework. I'll be suggesting to, I'll be recommending only one portal to read. You can get everything over here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. As of now, nothing. I'm just getting a call. As of now, nothing to share over here. So tomorrow onwards, there will be new classes. Starting with the new things. Okay, new things again. So if you just want to join this thing again, then it's fine. Otherwise, yeah, you can just practice the thing. There is any stuck point or any issue with the questions you are solving, you can definitely connect. I mean, you can post this question in WhatsApp. And otherwise, the new classes should be begin again, starting from the introduction, SQL again, and all, starting from tomorrow onwards. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we might. I mean, I'm thinking to join from second week or just like go with some more basic C++. So I just
Yeah.
started.
Sure, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll join here and then.
Okay. Okay then.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so. Thank you so much for teaching us.
yeah. I mean, you are learning. I mean, we are teaching. I mean, we both are learning actually. Even I'm experiencing some new things as well while solving this. Even I'm recapping my knowledge is part. I mean, knowledge and all. But the main things we need to practice a lot. I am just reading these portals a lot because uh, if we know the concept, all the things it's not. I mean, we have the human brains as well. So basically, we just need to know the concept, how we can do the things. But later we need to check. I mean, the codes and all everything. Some basic codes, it's we can definitely remember or recall, but some of the things we need to check from the portal itself. So the concept, just try to clear your concept. When your concept is clear, when anyone or your lead is telling something, then uh, you should have ever where to search it. Okay. So this concept needs to be clear because all the things, no need to memorize everything. Maybe in interview they can ask question, but that should be basic. They will go into depth. You just give them the concept that uh, if I am in your place, I will think about this thing. I mean, that should be the approach. But for the exact syntax, for the interview purpose, you have to learn something for memorize something. But you can also represent yourself that you can go to this extent. After that, for some coding perspective, you can check over here, or you can get some reference from here. But generally for interview purpose, I mean, memorizing the things a bit difficult. But in practical project purpose, yeah, definitely we just need to know the concept, how that thing can be done. Then just check the syntax from the anything you can do. But I mean, for interview purpose, definitely you need to memorize the thing a bit. Okay. Okay. let's connect tomorrow for the new class. I mean, whoever is required, and new person should be there, I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, sir.
I will be joining from tomorrow again, as I did
Yeah.
not the skills.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay then. Thanks. Thanks
Okay,
everyone.
thank
Okay,
you.
sir. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye.